everyone. And I am live here with Stephanie Brandolini. And today we're going to be talking about elevate your life through travel. And I just got back from Dubai. So, don't mind me. I may be in the Twilight Zone still. It's called jet lag. But anyways, welcome to the live, everyone. If you are watching this live right now, please hashtag live in the comments, and please. And if you are watching the replay, please hashtag replay. So without further ado, I just feel happy and blessed for Stephanie to be here. And I want to ask Stephanie a quick question here. What inspired you to start traveling? What inspired you to all of a sudden just start traveling? Not only that, but just everything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's a great question. Hi, everyone. It's Thursday as we're talking to you, but happy whatever day it is when you're watching this. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you're watching live or in the replay. And yeah, travel, it's interesting. Someone asked me this on another call, another travel party call I was doing last night. And honestly, I've been traveling since I was like a baby. I live here in Vancouver, Canada now anyway. And my mom is from England. So I would go over to England almost every summer when I was a kid. And I was telling this story last night actually, because I think I was probably about however old you can be to be a kid. Traveling is how old I was, but I remember when I was like at 12 or something, I was an unaccompanied minor for the first time, and I thought I was like a VIP. I was like getting all the treats and all the things, and like traveling by yourself at a young age. It did something to me. But then let's fast forward a bit to like actually starting to travel as a business. That really made sense for me because ever since I've gotten into the entrepreneurial world, I've been traveling. It's like these opportunities come up to go speak, to go network, to if you sometimes I want a trip somewhere, so that's a bit different. But it's about the connections really, which is interesting for me to say. I'm pretty vocal about this, but there was once a time when I thought that I was not such a connecty kind of person. I thought I was like, super hyper introvert and didn't really want to work with anybody. But I don't know. That's why I know God called me into being an entrepreneur, because you're working with other people, and like just everything I do with writing and creativity. Who am I writing for if not for people, right? But travel has really expanded that in so many ways. Every time I go traveling, like I write something amazing, and you meet people like obviously we never met them had you stayed at home or stayed like in your hometown and stuff. And I was actually approached by several people all at once actually when I came back from a trip to Philadelphia about a month ago. And I was like, okay, like I was like, I'm not looking to build something else right now. I wasn't looking for that. I was looking really to be focused on my fur experience, which God told me to focus on, and my creative offerings and everything. But when I saw it, I was like, well, I want this product because I travel often anyway. I want to have this membership. And I just started sharing it because I was really lit up by it. And it just started organically growing because it genuinely lights me up to be able to share travel. So it expanded me in a way of like my capacity to be able to do more, because it just weaves in with everything I do anyway. That's something I'll say. Like a lot of people, and I've found, no offense to the men out there, I love you guys, but I found a lot of men have given me advice of like, just do one thing at a time. But when I talk to women, they're like, no, you can do it all.
Exactly. We can do it all.
Yeah. I think it's the way our minds work. Like we can handle, like not saying you guys can't handle stuff. Men can handle stuff in different ways.
Right.
But when it comes to multiple things, it's kind of like we have multiple doors that we can open within our minds, and it's like so yeah, it all weaves together, and it's now taking me on. It's definitely elevated my life experience, that's for sure. And like I can travel now, and just being able to open my app and be like, where else can I go? Like there's places like the life experiences, for example. I was looking at those. I was like, I haven't even heard of some of these places. And I'm like, I want to go there because, it's just calling you, and it gives you like ideas and ways to travel more for less and do it with other people and like do it with your team or whatever you're doing, whatever business you're already doing. It can be an expander to that, especially if you're, you know, an author, a coach, a speaker. I mean, you're going to be traveling anyway. You're going to be called to places, so you might as well save. And
places, like for me, for example, Dubai.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing how that all came together for you.
And that came together while I was at Santorini.
Yeah.
You know, so life experience. I love when you talk about, because you've traveled a lot in the last 3 months, right?
Yeah, like even before I was in this, I was already pretty much a walking travel investor, and so are you, you know? So it just was one of those things. And yeah, like some of the travel has been like for family stuff, some of it like, you know, like entrepreneur events and speaking engagements and actually, yeah, and then I went to the most recent thing was I went to Las Vegas for the pre-launch of this company, because it's been big in Europe for the past 10 years, but it's pre-launching in North America. We went from 2 people on our team in May. Now it's almost 4,000. So that's just an idea of the growth that's happening over here. And I was very careful not to be like, I'm not getting into some ground floor thing. You never know how those can go. But it's like, it's kind of like you get the ground floor opportunity, but it's already an established company of 10 years. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's like really amazing. And yeah, it's just honestly, like we're like the topic of this talk is elevate your life through travel. And like, I mean, I've only been in this over a month or so, and it's already elevated my life in so many ways. And I'm not going to say everything that's going on, because I want to kind of keep some things for a special reveal. But you'll be seeing a lot more travel from me.
That's good.
In the near future. But yeah, it's also about the connections that you make in this whole arena, like the people that you talk to who love to travel, or especially like if like I know people on your page too who are like probably into retreats. Like this is
exactly.
Yeah. I just partnered with an amazing woman in Costa Rica, and that would never have happened had I not been in this company. You know what I mean? It's just like the thing that it allows you to provide for others and connect with others and come together and do greater things than you could on your own. You know?
Exactly. You brought out a good point. Absolutely. Partnering with, like, for yourself, look at that. Look what happened. I'm just so excited for you. And I think for a lot of people love to travel, but they're worried about the money. That it's too expensive.
Yeah, that's like the immediate thing. It's like, oh, I wish I could go there.
Yeah, right.
Well, this is what it's called, making wishes real.
Santorini. I mean, I got a discount on going to Santorini plus travel credits. I mean, and the same thing with Dubai. So what I love about it is, I don't know about you, but like the AI feature, I actually did the AI on my itinerary for Dubai.
Yeah.
And while I didn't go out of the hotel, it provided so many insights, like places that I've never been to, and I'll probably be back in Dubai again, but I know that coming up, like even for speakers, this is great for someone who's a coach, a speaker like myself, because there's a lot of global speaking events and a lot of retreats, and people are looking to save money on travel. So this is a great avenue for them to plug in. And also, I feel very empowering and life experiences. So how did the travel membership open doors or shift your mindset? What does it do for people?
Yeah, well, it's just
a little bit. So
well, it provides a way to, like, I mean, this is said in other places, but it literally does like create impact and income, you know, by sharing it. You're part of this, like this company. Yeah. But you're also getting a market share in travel, which is a $1 trillion industry and only growing. You know, they actually looked at like the different industries, and like travel is one of the highest. And even though like, you know, like COVID and all that happened, like as soon as we were allowed to go back in the skies, we did, right? So, but yeah, it opens up ways for you to expand any business that you're already doing, or start something new completely, because you know it is very lucrative over here when you build it right and get that residual income. Like I'm only at the first rank, and I'm already making residual income every day.
That's great.
So it's like, you know, that's what we're here for. I'm passionate about this, so I want to put in the work, but eventually you want to be like not working, and then the money's still coming in, like residuals
Right.
is where
You
it's
want
at.
to be someplace, let's say on an island or
Yeah.
wherever, Jamaica, and you want residual income is so important. And that's what I love about this company is the ability to earn residual income while you're
Yeah.
traveling. That's huge.
Yeah. And
That's
part of
huge.
my mission too has always been like, funding the creative dreams that I believe that God wrote onto my soul. I always say like I'm here to build a creative empire that really glorifies God in story and on screen,
That's
and
great.
shows people the power they have to overcome, and not just overcome, but rewrite fear and rise,
I love
that's
your,
kind of
I
been
love your vision. Like I'm
yeah,
launching something in November too. So,
yeah.
you
And
know,
to help other people like fund their dreams,
there you
like,
go. There you
and
go.
why not fund it with travel? It's like it's the funnest business you'll ever build. Honestly, like there's work involved,
Right.
and
You
it's
have
gonna
to
be
put
time.
in the
I don't
work.
feel like doing this or that, but ultimately, because for me, like I've done other things before that I liked, but then the fire kind of like not there sometimes. But then sometimes, you don't feel like doing stuff in any business. But when it's a mission is about travel and fun, it's like, oh, I can share this. They can go on a vacation maybe for the first time ever, or empower them to elevate their life in certain ways. I don't know. It's an honor, and it's fun, and you meet. I've just aligned with such great people through doing this, because people that love to travel and expand their life and doing retreats and doing travel anyway, they seem to be my people. So I feel like I found my travel
There you
tribe
go.
here,
I feel that way too. And I
Yeah.
used to be with another travel membership company, but it was a ground floor. It just started.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like this company has been around for 12 years. So they know what they're doing. In fact, I had the opportunity to meet one of the top people in Dubai, but because of my schedule with the Women's Leader Summit, I wasn't able to meet them, but I'm sure we will be meeting.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're global and there's just, so many benefits. Everyone wants to travel. In fact, when I boarded the plane to come back here, every seat was taken.
Oh, so
I
you
just
didn't get the road to yourself.
It's like everyone is traveling. A lot of people are traveling now. It just seems to be more prominent.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually have one of my partners is going to Puerto Rico today.
Wow, isn't that something? Wow.
Yeah. I know, and it's just awesome to work with people who are like, I mean, if even if you're not traveling, you can still like take advantage of this, because your points will accrue to the point where you'll get a free trip and you can create income. It doesn't have to be for everyone that's always jet setting all the time. But if you're in this, it'll probably inspire you to jet set a bit more, and it's always fun to hear. I'm a storyteller, so I love hearing people's travel stories. It's like, oh, you're going here? Maybe I'll come there too. And it's like it just
I know, and you meet so many people. You meet so many people when you travel. It's just, you never know. God is orchestrating a plan for all of us. And we don't know it and I don't fight it. I'm just going to let God take the wheel right now.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna make a post about this today. About that.
Good.
It's like about traveling and when you move, like, yeah, it's for you, but it's for other people on your path that you don't even know sometimes, and then you meet them, and maybe even you just say one word to them, and maybe that inspired them to do something. You don't know. You'll never know the ripple effect you have of your own movements. But when you walk in faith, it just kind of radiates from you, and then I don't know, you make connections that can change both people's lives. Maybe it just changes someone's life. I don't know. You never know until you go.
You never know until you go. Exactly. So I'm glad you were going to make a post about that, because I just feel for me, I noticed, like, when I travel, I want to say something. I want to bring this out, that I feel like I'm in my own element. Santorini was vacation. That was just, there was no business, no nothing. It was just vacationing, but I was also meeting people at the same time. But like Dubai, there's networking. I mean, there's so many opportunities out there. People don't realize it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think next year I'm going to be I'm working on making a move to Europe.
Ooh, okay. Well, I have UK citizenship, so maybe I'll come over there too. I don't know.
Okay, good.
I want to work on getting my Italian citizenship actually, because I'm going to go over
Ah,
there.
yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go. Greek
yeah,
citizenship for me, that would be Greek citizenship. I mean, that's huge. And I see a lot of people in the US actually moving, leaving the US. I just feel that there's more opportunity overseas.
yeah,
Yeah, I just feel that there's a lot more opportunities overseas. And the culture, I love to, like, even for travel, I love to explore culture. I love
yeah, same.
museums. And if I had more time in Dubai, I would have done that. I would have gone
Yeah.
to
Well, you didn't have the time then because you're going back.
go back, right? So when I go back, I'm going to have more time, right?
Yeah, yeah. Dubai is definitely on. Like, there's so many more places that keep getting added to my. Like, I was looking at the life experience, and it was like Marrakesh. I was like,
Yes,
and then there's
yes.
also Rio, Trinidad and Tobago keeps coming up. That's something I
Oh,
never thought about going, but they're doing Carnival over there too. And there's Rio, and there's like, I don't know. There's the world is like your oyster, as they say, and with
right, exactly.
yeah, and with this membership, it's even more so because it's like you have it in the palm of your hand to be like, I could just press a button. I know you can do that on like, Expedia and all those things, but you got a one-stop shop with this app that's not going to charge you more. You're going to get proprietary discounts and it's guaranteed. If you find something better somewhere else, they'll match it by 150%. So,
Oh,
you know,
there you go. There you go. I love that.
yeah,
Price match. I love that.
yeah,
Absolutely. And the fact that they've been established for 12 years. That's
yeah,
yeah, that's huge. I want to ask you this, like the power, I know for me, the power of saying yes to new adventures.
yeah.
Yeah, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I talk about walking out in faith. Like
What right?
you're
We
talking
talked
you're
about
talking about
faith
making
and
moves. Like
freedom, right?
I have a moving thing that's probably coming up soon, and I'll be announcing at some point. But yeah, it's like you just know, like, okay, this is something, it's kind of funny, but kind of not. But when I signed up for coming into partnership with this company, me and my partner Christy, if you're watching this, hi Christy,
Hi,
we actually
Christy.
prayed, we actually prayed over my sign up because she's a
That's
believer
good.
too. We had like a 2 hour. We don't always have 2 hour conversations, guys, but we did. And it was one of those things, and I was like, God told me to go for it. In my mind, he's like, go for it. I'm like, okay. And it's just like going, like taking that next step, like in faith, in following your intuition, whatever you want to call it, and just knowing that it is the right move because it's the only move. I used to second guess myself all the time, especially with travel. Like I'd book something and I'd be like, oh, what if I could have got a better deal somewhere else, or what if
I
this and blah blah
know. I
blah.
know.
Like, and now I know I'm getting guaranteed rates and everything, so that's no problem. But it's also like when you do that, like when you press book or when you press say yes, when you sign up, whatever, that's like an energetic or spiritual like thing you're putting out there that's seeding more to come in. But you have to say yes first. Like, faith is an
Right.
action thing too. It's not just sitting there being like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna do it, and then you don't do it. You got to actually do it, and then things come in around what you're doing.
Right. You have to lean into faith and lean into belief
Yeah,
without that scarcity. Because if you lead into it with scarcity, you're there are two different things. So that's one of the things I've learned is when you lean into something, go all in. Just do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Just do
yeah,
it. Just say
and you can.
yes because it opens up a whole new world for you, everyone. And like I said, the universe rewards action.
Mhm. Yeah, and when it's aligned with what and you just know, like sometimes, like I mean, like I feel like I'm like an expert on fear now because I was just, but like,
May
and
the
it's
force of
so
faith be with
ironic.
us.
But it's so ironic, but so meant to be because honestly, like I was driven by fear, like and perfectionism and like all this anxiety for so long. And for a while I was like, can I really share a program about overcoming fear? But it's like God's like, who else? Who better than someone who's actually overcome it and still does? And it's not just
Right.
overcoming, it's like transforming it. But because there will be fear. Like when you take a step in faith, there's gonna be like some doubts and some things, and they get less as you keep going and just doing what you do and to be right. But it's just there's this knowing that like it's this is happening or something better. There's no
Right.
going back.
Exactly.
It's just better and better. It might not be what you want at the beginning, but then you'll be like, oh, I actually do want this and I needed it all along.
There you go. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. You needed it all along. Exactly.
Yeah, and it's
Exactly.
never too late too. Like sometimes people think that they're stuck in one way or with one company or with whatever. It's like one thing I've learned from another mentor actually was don't let loyalty lead you to poverty. Uh,
Wow. That's powerful.
yeah, because we can get stuck in like, oh, I'm working for this job or working for this person or I'm with this company. It's not really working out, but I'm in it. Might as well stay in it. There's actually something, I forget what this is called now, but
Yeah.
something about being so deep into something. It's like, well, should I come? It's like you can always change. Like, we actually met in a book called The Change. So
Right. We met in the change, and look what has evolved because of that.
yeah,
Because of that. Yes. And I remember last year around this time, you were a special guest on my podcast, Let's Break the Silence with Angeline. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, but now I'm going to be rolling out, I'm going to be announcing a new podcast either tomorrow or next week. So, um, her unapologetic voice will be released probably on Monday. So,
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's super exciting. I'm excited for that. Yeah, that's so interesting. A year later and you're doing a whole new like
I know.
creative podcast. Yeah. We'll talk about starting a new adventure, right?
Right. Talk about starting a new adventure. Like one thing leads to another, everyone. And
Mhm.
both, see, I don't believe in being stuck in one business because
Mhm.
sometimes you can lose, I don't know. There's just like you said, like staying loyal to someone can lead to poverty. Whoa, that's very striking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's no shade on anyone. It's just you got to do what's right for you, and if you
Right.
believe in God, like what God's telling you to do, because it
Right.
might be scary. It might be like seriously, I'm already like I'll be honest with you guys. I had won a trip with another company, and then this came around, and I was like, this makes no sense. And I'm like, but it did make sense because like
Yeah.
you know breaking away from something and not in a negative way. It's like this can serve you up to a point and then it's like it kind of leads you to your next destination, pun intended.
Right, exactly. One thing can lead to another. Like for me, like for you, retreats, it leads to that. Like for me, I'm putting together a retreat for next year. So stay tuned.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, and what we got going on with the travel company and everything, we're gearing more towards retreats and help making it more specialized for
good.
retreat hosts and everything to really help like
Mm.
save on the retreats you're doing, but also curate the best experiences for whatever kind of
Mm.
retreat you want to do. That we have an AI in our app that does this whole, like you said, it did your whole like Dubai experience and stuff. So yeah,
Right,
we got more
exactly.
coming up around that. But yeah, it's really simple. There's a lot in it that's awesome, but it's simple. It's basically, saving on travel and earning while sharing it, you know?
Exactly. Earning while sharing. Exactly.
Yeah,
That
and it
is
doesn't
so
have to be a thing
powerful.
where you like build a whole business with it. Like basically what I love to help people do at the very least is get their membership auto financed. If you got 3 people, you'll never pay the fee.
There you
So
go. There you
like you get the
go.
buy of like $100 or something, 120, and then you get a free vacation every year with just 3 people. So
Yeah.
that's basically the if you never do anything with it, you'll at least get a free vacation every year.
There you go. There you go.
So,
There you go.
it's
It's flexible. We have flexible options. And tonight we are hosting something. We're inviting you to a Zoom call tonight where we'll show you how you can be part of this travel community and start creating your own life experiences. So, what we will do is we will drop the graphic in the chat. It starts at, there's different time zones for everyone. So, for me, it's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. Central. And yeah, we'll go over all. Well, it'll be our awesome partner, Christy, who I mentioned before, but we will also
Right.
be on. You can ask questions, and it's live and interactive. We can show you things if you want to see a live demo of anything. But yeah, we'll just show you what it is, how, if you want to make money with it, if you want to get membership auto finance, and just really what we're all about, like the vibe. We got an awesome vibe over here, and that's all part of it too. I wouldn't have joined if it wasn't for the vibe, to be honest.
There you go. There you go. Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Look at this. So, in closing, what is a special message that you would like to share with everyone here who's going to be watching the replay or watching the live? Probably most people will be watching the replay. So, what's a special message that you would like to share to close this out?
Yeah, well, I'd say like follow and listen to that calling that's in your soul, and I think your soul is like in your heart, like kind of beneath your heart. If there's something that's been calling you, like, maybe it's a trip, maybe it's writing a book, maybe it's, I don't know what it is, but if it's something's resonating in that heart space of yours, that soul space, like follow that. And don't let anyone tell you that it's too crazy or how is it all going to work out and stuff. If it is your calling, it will work out in greater ways than you can even imagine. And it's not just about you, that calling, that dream, that wish. It's for you, yeah, but it's also for the people that, I believe that your destiny is connected to. And by not going forward, you're actually holding back gifts from not just yourself and your life, but from the world, which, let's be honest, greatly needs some gifts right now. So
exactly. And God has given us spiritual gifts, everyone.
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
has given us spiritual gifts, and I know what my gift is. You know what yours is. So, and it takes a lot of work to get there.
But once you're there, it's like, and there'll always be more, but you will get to a place, because I thought I would never get there, a place where like, and I'm still working on this, and there's still things going on, but it's like, I just know, and I don't worry. Like, seriously, guys, I used to be so anxious. Like, it was debilitating. Like, I almost didn't even go for my dream. This is why I'm so adamant about going for your dream, is like, I almost didn't, because I was afraid. And I don't know, it was just, the calling was too strong to not answer it. So if you got that kind of calling, which I think we all do, answer it and keep answering it, because
answering the call, everyone.
Yeah, that'll be what. Keep answering the call, answer it, and then keep answering it.
There you go. And keep answering it, and lead into God and lead into faith and belief, and you will be amazed that your life will change. So I'm going to end this live right now. So everyone, please, will share the link and the graphic for tonight's call. It's going to be very interactive. Ask questions. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central. I'm getting it. And
no, it's 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Central. I know there's so many time zones.
Right. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyways, it'll all be there. All right.
Yeah.
Please stay in the green room for a few more minutes, Stephanie.
Yeah.
So everyone, have a great day.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you tonight.
See you tonight.